Betsy's been hanging with us all show long, but now it is time for Wellness Wednesday, and Betsy's going to show us some simple, practical ways to help us feel more, to help us move better, more stable.
We're talking about knees and our hips.
Knees and hips.
Yes.
Are we stretching?
We're not stretching.
Building?
We're strengthening.
I'm
going to give you this.
Okay.
So we're moving into the fall. We talked about earlier. Back to school's coming back. Just hold it for a second. All right. Jeez, Jason. So we're also moving into the time when there's a lot of races happening. People are starting to run more. The weather's going to eventually get nicer on us.
It's so frustrating, isn't it? When you've been running all summer in the heat, and now these new people come out.
There's people on the trail, and you're like,
what are you doing now? Where have you been?
Really? But so what happens is all of a sudden our knees and our hips start hurting and we can't figure out why. And one of the biggest reasons why is because we have not been strengthening our glutes. We have not been working our IT bands and our knees.
I feel like this is a very pointed interview.
This is a very pointed interview right now. If you know any of this history, you know what's going on here.
This is all to get at me.
But we are going to do some simple strengthening, and we're just going to use an exercise band. Okay? A lot of people like to use those small glute bands. Here's the only problem, and I love those things, but the biggest problem with those is you are a little bit more limited in the range of motion that you can get and the exercises that you can do. Whereas if you have one of these longer handled bands, it's great to have both. You can get a little bit more and you can still do some glute band work to it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to stand on it. And then it's super adjustable. This may be enough resistance for you. You may need to wrap your hands around it. You can also give it a little crossover and pull up on it like Superman. There you go.
That's not right.
Whatever feels good,
right.
giving you some strength. And you're just gonna kick back at a 45-degree angle. So what we're doing here is actually activating this outer edge of our glute, the outside part of it. That is a main mover when we're running, when we're sitting, when we're standing, when we're walking, when we're going upstairs.
How long do you need to do something like this for it to strengthen?
You want to hit probably 10 reps at a time.
Okay.
Give yourself a little wiggle out, do 10 more. And if you can do this, this whole thing is gonna take you 5 minutes in your day. If you can do this for a few minutes before you start your run, it's even better because you're gonna activate your glutes, which is then gonna make everything run better. Okay, everything's gonna work a little better. Obviously, you can add some resistance. You know I'm always gonna make you do a squat. Just pull up, and now you've got weight to squat and stand. We're gonna work our quads here. Squats are just an important thing to add in. This is another great warm-up. We can
nice shoes, Betsy. Look at that.
Look at me.
Yeah.
We can cross our band back, and we're just going to march. So now we're working our hip flexor.
Wait, you're doing this thing again?
I've crossed my band back down.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're just going to work our hip flexors here. So this is the front side. This is your prime mover that's moving your leg up and forward. So now we've hit all around our hip because there's lots of different directions here. You can draw circles.
Yeah, that's one of your favorites, I feel like, is having us draw circles.
Drawing circles is so important. Your hip is a ball and socket joint. This is major instability. You are working your balance. You're working core even without having to actually be on the floor to do core because you are having to balance yourself. So your hip is a ball and socket joint. You need to work it in all directions. The other thing we can do, and I'm going to show you very, very quickly, I'm not going to make you tie it because it can be kind of confusing. You can turn this into a short band.
I feel like you're pulling a Houdini right now. You're about to get out of that
But I've now created myself a glute band.
Okay.
So I can turn my hip out
and do
clams. I can do twists. Come on, baby.
Exactly.
No. You can again work this outer edge of your hip, as it flies off. You can take your steps side to side, like we've done with our glute bands.
I feel like it takes a professional. I feel like I'm too wrapped up now. If you do want to reach out to the professionals at Fayetteville Athletic Club, I'm sure Betsy would be more than happy to tell you how you can wrap yourself up in an athletic band.
In a band.
Yes, but you see the contact details right there. This is great for a runner like me who really needs to work in more strengthening for my hips and my knees.
Exactly. Super easy, super convenient. Just takes a few minutes. Build that strength and stability.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to keep working through the break. I say as I've completely just let it go.
We're just